Welcome back to the 7982 podcast. I'm here with my co-host Luke, and I'm Cole as normal, and no guest.
No guest once again.
Quarantine sucks and
Yeah.
everything, but
we're not going.
We're working on it. We're working on it. We have a guest lined up, and he's gonna be good. I hope.
I hope he's gonna be really funny.
We're gonna hype it up, and he's just gonna be. It's not going to be a good episode.
He's going to barely say anything.
Yeah, barely say anything.
And it's just going to be like, eh. But anyway.
Welcome to episode 3. I think I said that. I'm a little tired. It's like, what time is it?
It is 11:41 at night.
Uh-huh.
And we've just got done doing a bonfire.
Uh-huh.
And this episode is kind of going to be different because usually what we'll do is we'll have sort of notes on what we want to talk about. Today we're just going off the top of it.
We're just going off of it because why not?
Yeah. Just to have fun with it and just see where it goes. So I think the first thing that's popping up in my mind is, as I was looking through before we started and just looking on these different social media things, and me and Cole got talking about how long it took me to actually get on social media, because I don't know how long you were trying to get me on Instagram.
Oh yeah, Instagram took you forever, and so did Snapchat too. You hated both of them.
I remember specifically really hating Instagram. I hated it because I didn't know.
And then you were like, Twitter's amazing.
Yeah, Twitter's amazing.
Now you don't even use it.
Now
you use everything
Twitter.
else.
I bet the next thing for me will probably be TikTok. I'm never gonna get on it.
I got one of those 2 weeks ago, and I've been spending at least 2 hours a day on it. It is not healthy.
I mean, it's basically another Vine.
Oh yeah, it's the new Vine.
Child.
I think that's one thing that you could call it. I mean, and I told myself I will never get TikTok. I'll never get TikTok. Now I'm seeing everybody on TikTok. I'm like, yeah,
might as well.
Yeah, might as well. And I've turned out that I actually kind of enjoy it. It's it's nice. It's a nice pastime, I guess is what you call it.
Yeah. How long do you think it'll actually, the fad of it? How long do you think the hype will last?
I don't know. It just depends. And who knows? It may shut down just like Vine did. I mean,
yeah, probably.
I hope it don't, but.
I was watching something today. The movie Social Network?
Yeah.
I was watching that, and it amazed me how smart those people are, the ones who create those. Because I remember... Now, my brother, my oldest one...
Now, what are those for people that don't know what you're talking about? The movie.
Oh, Social Network talks about the invention process, I guess you could say, of Facebook. So it talks about Mark Zuckerberg's story and stuff. And where it talks about... Because it had a little bit of controversy when it first started, because... There was something about these two brothers and one other guy was trying to sue Zuckerberg because they thought he stole their idea.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't really that because they hired him to try to create basically the same thing as Facebook. And they gave all the work to him, and what he did is he just branched off It was kind of slick the way he did it, but he went off on his own. Well, he had some of his friends, but, he still did his own thing, and then wound up making that. Then it wound up being that he was fine, and it is what it is today. But what I was saying earlier is my brother, he is a real computer nerd. And
your brother's awesome. Don't lie.
Yeah. Man, there's a 7-year gap between me and him, and we have this. My mom says that we're just alike, so
I believe it. He says they're not, but I definitely believe it.
Yeah, I think it's just the people person type thing. I don't know, but he's really smart. He's into the computer stuff, so
unlike you.
Yeah, unlike
I'm just messing around.
Oh yeah, but watching that, I'm like, dang, they're near geniuses. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy how smart humans can be.
Yeah.
If you think about it. By the way, I really like the transition from the bar stool to the
this razor.
Yeah, I guess is that what you're gonna call it? Arctic Cat razor?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, usually we record the podcast in this man cave.
I guess is what you want to call it. I guess the shop. I guess.
And now we're in the other part, and we were just like, well, let's just
really
try
don't
this.
want to sit another 30 minutes on a bar stool.
Yeah.
So we moved in here.
Yeah.
So hopefully it sounds all right.
Yeah, but start to go numb, and it's a pain. But anyway, and now we're here. I think this is a good setup.
It all works good, I guess.
I mean, heck, we were planning on doing this outside.
Yeah, and then the wind.
Then the wind went crazy.
Yeah, you can't even record because all you hear is the wind going.
Yeah.
So it's bad, but it'll be alright. I guess maybe one time we'll have one. We'll call it Bonfire and Friends. Bonfire and Friends.
Yeah, and post it on Nickelodeon.
Yeah. The new show, Bonfire and Friends.
Yeah,
that's gonna be the new podcast show.
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah. I think I'll stick with the name.
Say 982 is fine.
82.
Did we talk about how we got the name?
I don't think we did. So you wanna go into that, or you want me to?
You do.
All right. So we were just thinking of names. Maybe thinking of the Cole and Luke show, but that's too generic. So we went with a number of the 7982 show. Well, Luke doesn't play football anymore. I still do, but when we were thinking of names, that's what number he used to be. He used to be 79, and I'm still 82, which was, I guess, still relevant now. So that's how we got the name of it.
I don't think anyone else wears 79 yet. I don't know.
Maybe some freshman.
Probably. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't care.
Who knows anymore?
I guess that's something we could talk about a little bit more. It's just like, how we got into football.
Yeah. If you guys wanted to hear that, make sure to let us know.
Yeah, just let us know.
Comments.
Anyway, we don't want to be all over the place, so we won't get into that right now. But, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, as I said before, I kind of lied earlier. We kind of do have notes for this one. We have
one article.
We have one article, as we've done in the past episode, as we just found this crazy article and just shared our thoughts on it. This one is from HuffPost, and it's a British man thwarts. This is the word it used. I don't know what that word means. Do you know?
What is
thwarts?
I don't know.
Lockdown. I guess it rebels against lockdown by running marathon in backyard. It says he ran. This is what he did for his birthday. I don't know.
Why would you run?
Why would you run on your birthday? And why would you run a marathon on your birthday?
I mean, I understand if you're like a track athlete and you enjoy. Good job.
Yeah, that was.
You dropped the glasses.
Those were glasses. Well, anyway, this guy. It said he spent his 32nd birthday on Wednesday. I guess it was of last week, it would have been last week.
Yeah.
By running at least 7,000 times around his backyard.
7,000 times. That is an absolute,
How long? I wonder how long it took him. Because if he's not like an experienced runner,
that's a lot of time.
Yeah. Because I think the record for a marathon is 1:59. Because they just broke 2.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago. So yeah, I know Cole. He does track. I remember I tried throwing for track, but I hurt my arm.
Like an idiot.
Yeah, like an idiot. And it wasn't even from doing track; it was from lifting.
And lifting's something that you're really into.
Yeah.
I guess we can get into that. Well, why do you like lifting so much?
Oh yeah. So.
And I'll get into why I run.
Yeah. So, a lot of people who know me know something I'm really passionate about is weightlifting, and really how I got into that. I've really been fascinated by strength, showing of strength. You did it again.
You did it again. Good job.
Yeah. So I've always been fascinated with strength. Like strongman, all that. I've always really liked watching the stuff, and although I would watch it, but I wasn't an athlete myself at the time. So I'd be like, yeah, I'm never going to get there. But then Cole got me into football, and when we started weightlifting for that, that's when I started really getting into it. And I got to the point where I was just, it wasn't that I was weightlifting for football. I was in football for the lifting.
Yeah, that was the whole reason.
That's what it turned into. And then that's when I reached the point of like, of course I had many reasons that I left, but the main reason is preaching, and also I just wanted to focus on my goals for lifting. So
and not so much for football.
Yeah, because I wasn't planning on going to college for it. So I was just like, it's not really worth it. So decided to give it up there. And so Cole,
that was all right. I got into track just thinking that I need to get faster for football. So that was the whole reason of it. Yeah. I ran back in sixth grade.
Sixth grade. I remember specifically. I was like, so we were conditioning our sixth grade year going into our seventh grade, our first year of middle school football, and we were in the weight room, and the track coach comes in, telling us about how the track season's going to start. I was like, I don't think Cole will do that.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact, I was like, I'm definitely not going to do that. And so the next day, this albino walks into the gym, and he goes, guess what I'm doing? And I go, what? And he goes, I'm running track.
The funny thing is that my voice sounded exactly like that, too.
Yeah. My voice was probably really crappy, too. I don't know. But he winds up going into track, and I was like, I remember I was like, I don't think he's gonna actually do it.
And then I run the whole season. Run the whole season and have a great time doing it. And then seventh grade, I decided not to go back. And this happens all the way through, what was it, sophomore year? Sophomore year is whenever I went back?
Yeah, yes, sophomore year is when you went back.
Sophomore year is when I went back. Because I really like the coach. The coach is one of my favorite people in the school.
I really respect him.
Yeah, he's a good guy. And he me and him were talking, and he was like, you should run again. I said, I don't know. So I went home, and I thought it over, and I was like, I really had a fun time. It might give me a chance to make, more relationships and whatever. So I decided to go run again, and I had a blast doing it the first year. Of course, I'm slow as crap, but...
That's the thing is, what progress did you make from when you first did it to how you are now? Like race wise, and time wise?
Time wise, I probably, from the first time that I ran 400 meters, which is a quarter mile.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I ran. I ran the relay and the 4x4.
Yeah.
From the first time I ever ran, I think I was like at 125 a quarter mile, like sprinting full out, and I got down to 55 seconds, which isn't great. I'm not bragging, which is kind of slow to be honest, but it's improvement.
Yeah.
And this year I would have loved to run again. I mean, that's what I was getting in shape for again, because trying to go for the varsity one.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
You kind of fell through.
That's also something that the coronavirus has screwed up. But anyway,
we're not getting into that again. We already talked about that for like the past 2 episodes, and I know you guys are probably getting tired of hearing about it. Yeah. So, but oh well, it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely helped you a lot.
Oh yeah, it's definitely helped me a lot. Especially with the. I guess
conditioning.
Yeah, conditioning wise, staying in shape. Eating healthy. Eating healthy, being in shape.
That's something I think a lot of athletes, especially in high school, struggle with. Is just the diet.
Yeah, I think that's true too.
But I mean, looking at it compared to, college guys, of course, they're really good about it because they have nutritionists.
They have nutritionists there,
but I mean, with us, it's just we don't have all.
You have to do it yourself, and that's the hardest part. It's just I think that's the hardest part about being in shape for anything is just eating right and doing that.
Yeah, as I know, especially, for some reason, I've had some people ask me about diet. Mm-hmm. And for me, I just tell them
You
protein.
just eat whatever.
I just eat whatever because, like, I eat majority protein.
Yeah.
And then I have a lot of carbs, too. But my thing was just time-wise when I eat, I try to eat every 2 hours.
Try to.
Yeah, I try
least.
to. I know usually it doesn't happen that way, but on a good day it does.
And trying to,
Yeah.
even if it's just something small.
Yeah.
Something
And-
with protein like peanut butter crackers.
Yeah,
or,
something like that, yeah.
Meat's really good.
Yeah. But, I mean, meat's also something you can't really have
A ton
a
of.
ton of.
Yeah.
Just because you can't always cook.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but, I mean, I remember when I was right before I hurt my arm, I was
How'd
really,
you hurt your arm again?
I would do tricep press downs, it's like a cable lift.
Yeah.
And I would do this thing I call tricep death, which is where you start on like the 12th level weight. Mm-hmm. And then I'll do 10 reps and do each level back to the lightest, do 12 reps all the way up, and then I will do 10 reps back down, 8 reps up, 6 reps down. Mm-hmm. I wound up, it was like 300, 400 reps total.
Yeah.
And I would do that almost every day. And it got to the point where I was doing it one time and I felt a pop
In your show.
in my tricep. And that wound up, being a 2
Let's
or
talk
3.
about your injuries. Why
Oh,
don't
yeah.
we?
Since we're already talking about this injury, I guess I'll get into the whole injury extent. I've been hurt. I'll go through the list of my injuries. So, I've had
Shoulder surgery,
that was
concussions.
I've had. Well, hold on. Let me get there. I'll start from the first one to the most recent. So the
Most
first
recent
one
is the
was I had a
funniest.
pulled groin,
Oh, I forgot about that.
and it had.
You couldn't walk for like
I
a
couldn't
week.
walk, and also I couldn't
It
cook
was like
for 2 weeks.
It was like watching a penguin waddle.
It was literally
so
like that.
funny.
And then
I wish I had a video of that still.
yeah.
I think it's on my old phone. I
Probably
deleted
is.
some of those. videos.
And then I did that 3 more times throughout a 2-year period. And then I had a couple of like stinger injuries, but then the other really big one was I separated my shoulder and tore my labrum and chipped a 17 millimeter. Millimeter?
I don't know.
I think it was either centimeter or millimeter piece of bone. I think it was
It's
millimeter.
millimeter.
Yeah, centimeter would be pretty
Way
big.
too big.
Yeah, but a millimeter piece of bone off. And the funny thing was, is they never found out where the bone came from. Like
Oh.
to this day, they don't know.
Nice.
But so I had that. Hurt my hip several times, like a muscle in my hip. I don't know what it was, and then the most recent was also the tricep thing. And then also most recent was I had a really bad.
Like concussion. Like
Concussion.
you were out for like a month, weren't you?
I was out for like,
Probably more, wasn't it?
I think I was out for 2 months.
Yeah. Like no lifting at all.
No lifting at all.
Couldn't look at a light.
Yeah.
It was bad.
I had to go to the hospital. I had to go to the ER that one time.
Didn't you end up passing out?
Yeah.
I think you did, yeah.
'Cause I remember
because I dropped you off at your house. And,
Yeah. And I threw up outside your truck right before we left
Yeah.
church.
Yeah, you weren't looking good
Yeah. It was
at
pretty
all
bad.
that night. It was a bad night
It was
for
really
you.
bad.
But
Yeah. But, I'm injury prone.
most definitely.
But, yeah.
I haven't really had many injuries. Besides,
Broke your hand.
Shut up. We don't need to talk about that. I guess we'll go into it.
might as
So what was it? 7th grade? Yeah, it was
Yeah, it was
7th
7th grade because it was during football season.
Yeah, so it was the start of football season too, which was the worst
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
So this was 7th grade. Never been in a fight before ever. I get mad at a guy, not thinking. We've been friends forever,
Yeah.
and you get mad.
You were at a birthday party.
Yeah, it was a party too. So we had been because we had went to the state fair the same day, and we had been together for a solid 16 hours at this
Yeah.
point.
And at that point, if you're with a good friend,
You just want to get away from
Yeah.
him. Like without a break or
Yeah, without
anything
a
like
break.
that.
Yeah, you need a break.
You just need a break. I don't even remember what I got mad about. Which
He
was
threw
the
a ball at you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know why I remember that. I bet I do.
I don't know either. All I know is I got mad and punched the guy back of the head. Like came up behind him, punched him. I've had my thumb like inside of the fist,
Which is something you don't want to do.
Which is something
ever.
you most definitely don't want to do. And I broke the what's this bone called? So it's like your pinky finger, but like
In the hand.
In the hand. I don't
Yeah.
know what the bone is called. Sorry. So, but that's what the bone I broke. And
I remember he texted me the day after. It was the day after. It was
Yeah.
the morning after. And he told me what happened, and I literally thought he was joking. I was like, no, you didn't. And then he sent me the picture. I was like, that's your hand. And so I didn't know. I didn't realize until he showed me the picture of the other one.
of the X-ray.
Yeah, how different it looked.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was like all messed up. I mean, you can still see it to this day, like where it's poking up.
Yeah.
Where it didn't heal real right.
How long did you have that cast on?
I had that cast on for 6 weeks, and the worst part was that I was still playing football in it.
Yeah.
So my hands would sweat. By the 4th week, because I had broken something on my cast from where just so many dents and stuff, they took the cast off, and the whole side of my hand was just like dried up skin
Yeah.
from where it was nasty.
Yeah.
But
I remember it must have been bad when you had an itch.
I would take a pencil,
Pencil, get it in there.
and get up in there and try to get it the best I could.
Yeah.
But luckily, I still had these 3 fingers, so you have your ring finger and your pinky finger attached, and then they cut out the 3 fingers. So I'm writing like with my 2 fingers out.
Cole's fingers already look broke with how double jointed they
Yeah, it's bad.
are. Yeah, he does that trick or whatever. It makes me want to throw up. But
But
yeah, he's had a broken hand.
So,
That pretty much that's really the only bad.
that's the only real bad thing that I've ever done.
You've had scrapes and bruises.
Oh yeah, I've had tons of those scrapes and bruises. Double jointed arm, this.
That's disgusting.
But yeah,
I remember something Cole loves to do when we lift together. When he does bench press, he extends his arms all the way out, and so when he does that,
double jointed people, they'll have their arms where it's not straight, but it's go
like
out.
outside.
So whenever I bench press fully, my arms will extend all the way out and they'll lock. And it just looks real bad.
I can't tell you how many people I've seen him get with that, like
Oh.
go trick with that, and they'll go, oh.
Yeah, it's so funny too because you'll see the new people and you'll just be like, "Hey guys, look, I'm going for my max weight." It'll be something real light that it won't damage anything. And I go, and I lock my arms out and start screaming, and people are like, "Oh my god!" It's one of the funniest things ever. But
Man, yeah.
so yeah. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. I know I'm having fun time.
Fun time.
Fun
We have
time.
fun times.
Fun times in quarantine, but
Yeah.
so
Yeah. As usual, I think it's about time to wrap up, isn't it?
it's 20 minutes in, I think. I mean, we can make it a shorter episode. It don't matter.
Shorter.
All right. Well, if you guys enjoyed listening, make sure to comment below.
Comment and see what y'all
Subscribe,
want.
like, comment,
Yeah.
do everything,
Anyway.
But anyway, thank you for listening. We'll talk to you guys.